I'm Mike Huckman at the BioBuzz Center, and I'm pleased to welcome TJ Sharpe, who is a melanoma survivor. TJ, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
So first of all, tell us about your patient journey, and then also, importantly, how you're doing.
Nearly 5 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 4 melanoma. At the time of diagnosis, I had a 2-year-old girl and a little 4-week-old boy. When I was offered the standard care chemotherapy, it came with you won't be here in 2 years. That wasn't acceptable, and I set out on a journey to find the best chance of giving me the opportunity to watch my family grow up. 2 clinical trials, 4 immunotherapies, and 6 surgeries later, I am on the cusp of a complete response. If scans that we had last week come back clear, we will stop the latest immunotherapy medication this summer, just shy of 5 years from diagnosis.
That's wonderful. So you're here at the Bio Convention because you are sitting on a panel with other patients. What is your message, first of all, to the member companies of the Biotechnology Innovation Organization about how they can all do a better job for people like you?
To use a local San Diego analogy, the ship has sailed for patients being the junior partner in the healthcare ecosystem. We are here and we have a stake in our healthcare. Embrace us. Know that we're becoming educated, we are communicating, and we are learning from each other. And we have significant feedback and contributions to give to the industry in development and release of drug and biotechnology solutions.
Do you notice, though, at least anecdotally, that some companies, I think a few of which you're partnered with, are doing a better job of incorporating the patient voice?
Absolutely. Big Pharma and biotech both have reached out to advocacy groups, to fellow patients, to myself, asking not only what are we doing well, but how can we make this journey better for all of you. I've been blessed to be able to represent thousands and thousands of patients that have a similar diagnosis to mine, but also the patients who don't have a voice across any disease spectrum that would love to sit here for a few minutes and give their input to the people in this industry that ultimately will impact or extend or save their lives.
TJ, that's a perfect segue to the next question. So we talked about your message to the life sciences sector. What about your message to patients, or people, I should say, who might become patients down the road?
We will all be patients at some point. So,
of some kind or another.
Of some kind. Someone you love will have a serious illness at some point in time. Realize that the patient journey is your responsibility. Your health is your responsibility. Don't wait for a doctor or an oncologist or someone in the healthcare industry to give you the answer. Be proactive. Go find the patients that can talk to you about whatever it is that you're afflicted with. Find the advocacy group that can help guide you on your journey, and ultimately understand all the treatment options that you have to get a positive result.
But you don't like to say be your own advocate. You think that's somewhat cliched, right?
It's very cliche. I think the advocacy word is thrown around a lot for someone who pushes for the betterment of patients in general. Be proactive in your own health care, not just finding out what's wrong with you when there's a diagnosis, but continuing on your life's journey. Your health is the most important thing you'll ever have.
But part of that, for a lot of people, means consulting Dr. Google first. So how do you counsel other patients, other people out there, about sifting through what is fact and what's fiction when it comes to going to the office of Dr. Google?
Dr. Google is enormously frustrating because there is so much good information clouded by the amount of other stuff that you will find. The best advice I can give to the patients is look for trusted sources of information. In the oncology space, you can start with the American Cancer Society or any of the advocacy groups specific to an indication. In general, there are several groups, Stand Up to Cancer being one of the good examples, that are looking to guide patients to the right information. Start there first and work your way through to the answers that you need to get for your unique circumstances.
And a component of being a better resource, you think, comes back to another message for life sciences companies, that they also need to do a better job of communicating with patients.
Yes, there are significant legal and regulatory hurdles between direct communication, but in the end, patients are consumers of a product, and like I said, it's the most important product that we'll ever have. It's kind of silly that we are not able to communicate openly and bidirectionally so that it makes a better experience for the people who are consuming the medicine and those who are producing it.
So what, too much jargon?
Too much jargon, too much worry about legal ramifications if we engage a patient or a patient group, too little honest back and forth that puts a patient's journey, puts a patient's health in the proper perspective.
Interesting. The theme of this year's convention is the word breakthrough. TJ, breakthrough to what?
Breakthrough to personalized medicine for every patient.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
TJ Sharpe, melanoma survivor, here at the BioBuzz Center.